My mom has Parkinson's disease. This is my wonderful mom. Her name is Margaret. Several years ago, she developed Parkinson's, and it progressed to the point where she has a hard time remembering to take her meds correctly and on time. Mom needs to take her Carbidopa Levodopa medication at very specific times of the day. In her case, 7 a.m., 11 a.m., 3 p.m., and 7 p.m. Without the exact amount of medication in her system during the day, she'll develop the symptoms that you associate with Parkinson's, including tremors and loss of balance, and we don't want that. If you have Parkinson's, or are a caregiver for someone with Parkinson's, like me, then the key is to make taking these medications as easy as possible. I needed a foolproof way to make it easy for Mom to take her medications correctly and on time during the day, especially if I'm not around. Luckily, I worked for a company that manufactured and sold these medication blister cards to pharmacies around the world. And up to now, we're unavailable to seniors and caregivers filling these cards at home. I know what you're thinking. How about a plastic pill box? Well, trying to open the hard plastic lid of a plastic pill box with shaky hands can be a catastrophe. These cards make my mom more confident and independent. At a glance, the card reminds her when she needs to take her medication and which med to take. I can also quickly check to see that her medication was taken. I assemble Mom's card on Saturday each week, and it literally takes me only a few minutes to do so. Since her medications rarely change, I can actually do 2 or 3 weeks of cards at one time if I wanted to. First, I'll fill my mother's card. She doesn't have to take a lot of medications each time, but the time that she takes them is crucial. Once filled, I securely seal her card. Using a black marker, I write the exact times on each blister when that medication should be taken during the day. The card sits on her coffee table all day and is a constant reminder of when to take her medications, especially when no one else is at home. The foil paper blisters are always easy to open normally, but with my mother's Parkinson's, she's not as dexterous anymore. So I find that placing a little slit in the paper with a kitchen knife makes it even easier for her to open. It's Saturday, and the finished card is ready to be placed on my mom's coffee table for the following week. As a caregiver, I have the peace of mind knowing that my mother has a securely filled and sealed multi-med blister card that I assembled. I started my company, MedicationPackagingSolutions.com, so I could supply seniors and caregivers with the same multi-dose medication blister cards that my mom uses. They are made in the USA and are used by pharmacies in the US and around the world, and up to now unavailable to seniors and caregivers filling these cards at home. Each card contains a 1-week supply of your medications, separated into morning, noon, evening, and bedtime doses for each day. They are easy to dispense, and once the card is used up, you just throw it away. Each week, you or your loved one will have a clean, fresh card to use. You can even fill several weeks of cards at one time, making 2, 3, or 4 cards to cover multiple weeks. We have 3 different 7-day, 4-time pass cards to pick from, all produced by 3 of the largest, most trusted US card manufacturers in the country. At MedicationPackagingSolutions.com, we also carry 31-day multi-dose cards and single-dose cards that are perfect for loved ones in assisted living facilities. So throw away those dirty old pill boxes, set aside those hard-to-open vials that your meds come in, and move up to the easy-to-use, easy-to-fill, at-home disposable medication blister carts. Visit medicationpackagingsolutions.com today to learn more.